All right, what's up guys? In today's video, we're gonna be showing you how I set up my pressure washer system, my little car wash bay. This is in my shop, but it's really simple and you can do it in your garage. And we're gonna go step by step, show you exactly how to do it. Hope you enjoy.
I made it to the shop. Here we are. Bit of a mess in here. Things have just been super busy. So I haven't, I've just been kind of working like crazy. Anyway, so real quick, little tour. Here's the Porsche Cayman. This belongs to a customer of mine. We just got this front section here repainted for him. It came out perfect, but I'm going to be doing a correction and a ceramic coat. So we're just letting that cure up as much as possible. So it's been about 2 weeks. I'm gonna wait another week or so, and then we're gonna get after that one. As you all know, that is my 1969 Ford Fairlane. I've been having a little bit of an oil leak. The plug itself didn't seem to be seating properly on the pan, so I just redid all that. It's been sitting now for a couple days and no leak, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we're not gonna have any more issues with that. On to setting up the pressure washer system. Over here we have my DI tank. So this little beauty, you just plug up to a regular water source. It has an inlet valve here, water comes in, goes through the chambers of this whole container here, and then this is your out post here, and clean water comes out, spot free, DI, no worries. So I put a little split valve on it so I can run this hose. This is just a long hose, that one runs, and I can fill up my water tank in my truck. And then this one I will connect to my pressure washer setup. So that one will stay connected to the pressure washer and be all squared away. So my idea is to set up, in my shop the walls are pretty thin, so I don't really want to try and anchor anything in to those. You can see some patch marks already through here. So I just don't trust it. I don't know how strong it is, and to have my pressure washer hose reel be pulling on that all the time, I don't really trust it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set up a rack here, and then I will have my pressure washer, all buckets under, and then the hose reel, and then I will also have my air compressor hose and hose reel as well set up over here, so that when you pull cars in, you can hit them and be squared away. I can also wash the cars right out front of the roll-up door. So I have this rack over here, and I think that's the one I'm gonna go ahead and use. I already have my air compressor hose mounted to it, and it works great. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this. I'll probably just move everything off, move that over to where the pressure washer hose will be, and then I'll replace that one with this guy that I have. Then I also have to figure out what to do with this stuff. This is for my daughter. I love her to death. I love having her in the shop with me, and she loves gymnastics. So we got her a gymnastics bar, she has a balance beam and a mat. First things first, I guess, I have to clear out the way over here, clear all that stuff out, clear this stuff off the racks, remove everything, move the racks over there, and then we'll check in again. So I've got the rack set up now. So I'll put my air compressor here, hooks up to my air compressor hose. Now, this is my pressure washers I'm gonna be using in the shop. I reached out to these guys, they were nice enough to send me out some units to test out. I will be doing a review on this thing. It is amazing. So far, I really like it. It's definitely more powerful, more gallons per minute than the Ryobi unit. And these guys, I believe, are the manufacturers of the Cat branded one. So we'll definitely be doing that review. So make sure you are subscribed and have the notification bell turned on so that you make sure you don't miss that review, because that's a good one. Now I'm just gonna keep on working on this. My plan is to mount my pressure washer hose here next to the unit. Maybe not. Actually, I like to have my chemicals along this top end here. So maybe I'm gonna mount them down below. And go from there. We'll see. Let me figure this out. All right, guys, so here's my hose reel. Came with a 30-foot air hose, but it does have a 50-foot hose capacity. My pressure washer hose is the same diameter, so it'll fit the 50, which is what I need. So I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this. I'm not sure if I have all the components that I need. Hopefully I do, we'll see, but we're gonna go ahead and get this going. Whew. Okay, so we've got it. Got this guy off. Now, the next challenge is fitting on the pressure washer hose onto that piece. So I got my pressure washer hose here. Now I need to figure out how to get something here to connect to either my quick connect or just the regular female connection there. So I did buy a lead hose, and this is for pressure washers. So again, I'll link this down below, but I'm thinking that should screw in, and then we should be able to attach the pressure washer hose to this. So we'll see. Wish me luck. Alrighty guys, we're back. My initial plan failed. The air hose uses 1/4 inch fittings. The pressure washer hose reels use a 3/8 inch fitting. Now I could have got the air hose one to work, but I'd be spending a bunch of money on the fittings to adjust it, and then it would be pretty much the same price. So just go out and buy the right one. So I'm gonna link that down below. And make sure that you guys just get the right one, and then I will give you the right connectors, including the lead line and the connections that you need, so you can plug and play the whole thing super easy. So here I am. I've got my hose here, my hose reel here. So this is one for a pressure washer. I have my pressure washer sitting right up there with right next to my tank. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna mount the hose reel right up here, and plus it'll be mounted up here a little bit, so that should work. We'll crank the handle here, it'll go round and round, and we should be set. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount that after the fact. I'm gonna go ahead and make sure that all that works first before I mount that into the table, or into the shelf here, and then we'll go from there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it all connected up. Stay tuned. I'm gonna be using a quick connect here, screwing that in, and then I have the quick connect on this end. I'll be able to plug in. Now this housing butts up against here, as you can see. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it makes me kind of kick out a little bit too much, so I can't line that up. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to trim this little housing on here, trim that down, and then it should work perfect. There we go, all set with the Dremel. And I'm just gonna kind of do a quick look to see how far in I can actually cut it. It looks about halfway I should be able to go. Perfect. Just being careful to make sure I didn't cut the hose itself. So here's the piece. I'm just gonna go ahead and chop this in half now. There we go. So now we should be able to fit it on there. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Bingo. Perfect. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and back that off again though. Feed it through here first. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, it's coming together. All right guys, real quickly, I'm gonna mount the handle onto this hose reel. Just connect the water source and we're set.
Alright, what's up guys? Quick side note. Sorry to kind of interrupt the video, but basically the lead hose that I got that connects from the pressure washer to the hose reel was wrong. The fitting was wrong. So once I got everything mounted and I turned it on, I sprung a leak. So two things. I had to take a little break and order a new piece. But more importantly, before you guys bolt everything down, make sure you test everything out, turn it on, connect everything, turn it on, make sure you're not getting any leaks before you mount it. Don't make the mistake I did. But anyways, the parts are in and we're back into the video. All right, everyone, sorry for the delay here. It's been about a week since I started making this video. It's been super busy lately. The shop is an absolute mess, as you can see, I'm sure. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cleaned up, and then we're gonna go ahead and move along with setting up the car wash bay system in the shop. So this is a really easy system to set up now that I have all the right pieces. Something that you can do in your own garage and make it really nice to detail your own car. So we're gonna move on. Again, everything will be like, all the correct pieces are gonna be linked down below, so you don't have to go through all this nightmare that I went through of wrong things here and there. So give me a thumbs up, go ahead and like the video, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more videos coming up. And here we go. All right guys, so once again, my plan is to not wall mount this unit. The drywall in here is really thin, so I don't want to wall mount it and run the risk of it kind of ripping through. So what I did, I set up a little rack here. I'm gonna mount it onto the rack and then mount my pressure washer reel on that. All right guys, so here we go. We got our leader hose here. This is what's gonna be attached from the pressure washer itself to the hose reel. So let me go ahead and grab the hose reel. And there is a male fitting right here. The hose itself also comes with a male fitting. I tried one that had a female fitting before, as you can see right here. That'll focus for us. So the problem with it is this little inlet here on the inside didn't fit into the male fitting. And so it leaked. So what I did instead is I went and bought some adapters, and we're gonna run those. These little guys, you can see right through them. It's just gonna convert the male fitting into a female fitting, and we should be good to go. Now we're gonna go ahead and take the other end with some Teflon tape just to seal it out. I'm gonna attach the other male end to my quick connect. And again, the quick connect is a male fitting as well, so I have another one of these guys to put it all together. All right, that should be it. Now again, on my pressure washer, right here is the water inlet, and this is the outlet. So we're gonna go ahead and connect this guy here. We're set. Let's connect the water now. And I'm gonna go ahead and test this and see if we have any leaks. Wish me luck, fingers crossed. All right guys, we got everything fired back on. No more leaks from that source. This valve is open, running down into the pressure washer. That drip is just from this last issue we had. So no more issue there. No drip. It's running through here, the outlet. No drip. Down to here. There's a little bit of water there, but that's not, again, that's from this previous spray out. So far, so good. Good. We're gonna go ahead and turn the pressure washer on. Plug it into the wall real quick. Okay. All right, so it's primed. It is leaking from right here. And anywhere else, doesn't look like it's just leaking from here, which makes sense because I did not tighten that down very well. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut everything off. All right guys, to combat this, since I'm still leaking, I went and got some thread compound. So I'll go ahead and link either this one or a comparable one down in the description below. We'll use this instead. It'll fill in the gaps of the threads and we should be good. So wish me luck again. And so with stuff, it just says to knead the tube since it's in paste form. And then you apply it onto the male end of the threads. So I'm sure that's way more than I actually need, but I'm erring on the side of caution and I don't want this to leak anymore, so here we go. All right guys, so good news, finally, the pipe thread compound, this stuff worked, sealed it up, so no more issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and mount the pressure washer unit now up here and get it all dialed in the way I want it, and then we'll show you a test. Alright guys, so here is the system. I'm running from the faucet. Hose comes in here into my DI water tank. Now this I actually get from PureTech Industrial Water. I'll set a link down below. It's a rental program. I think it's around 60 bucks every time you run out. Every time the light on the top goes red, it means the filters need to be changed out. And I think it's 60 bucks every time, something like that, and then it's 15 bucks a month to rent the unit itself. So it comes out to a really good price, guys. It's cheaper than buying your own setup. However, if you're not using that much water, it may be a better option to go with like a CR spotless unit, just because you're not going to be having to pay that monthly fee if you're not going through the filters that quickly. So I'll send a link down below for them as well. It's basically the same concept as this. Gives you spot-free deionized water, just in a smaller setup, more for your garage. So then I am running from there. I have a splitter, so I can actually just take this hose and fill up my water tank in my mobile unit. Or I turn this one on, and that one feeds into my pressure washer, and then the pressure washer feeds into my pressure washer hose that's on a nice reel, keeping everything nice and compact, nice and clean, and easy to reel back in after I'm done. Now the pressure washer unit that I'm using is from Active. I'm gonna be doing a review on this thing, guys. They actually sent me out 2 units. So in the past, a lot of pressure washer companies have reached out to me to do a review on their product. A few of them actually I spent a couple hours testing it, filming the review, all that kind of stuff, and they were nice enough to send me a unit. I didn't want to write a bad or post a bad review about them, but it's not something that I would recommend at all. So I didn't post those ones. It was kind of a waste of time. These guys from Active actually, I reached out to them, said, hey, would you guys be interested in sending me a couple units to test out? They sent me this one, which is a 1650 PSI, 1.8 GPM, I believe. And then they also sent me a slightly more powerful unit. Walk over here with me. they sent me this guy here, which is an 1800 PSI unit at 2.0 GPM. So 2 gallons per minute of water flow, which is amazing for detailing. That might be the absolute best way to go. I haven't tested this one yet. So far, I'm just using the 1650 PSI, 1.8 GPM, and I am pumped on this thing, guys. I don't know how long it's gonna last. It seems to be really, really well made. I believe they're the ones that make it for Cat Industries. They make their pressure washer. So I think they're really well made, and so far I'm definitely, just from the feeling of the pressure washer gun itself, way more pressure, way more water flow than my Ryobi unit that I love so much. So I'm gonna be doing a full breakdown video on both of those units. So again, make sure you subscribe down below. We'll see, so you don't miss that review, and we will see you guys on the next video.